Trump's Operation Windy Sweep targets Chicago's illegals. In a plot twist that could only happen in the Windy City, President Donald Trump, known for his flair for the dramatic, has launched Operation Windy Sweep, an epic saga to deport every undocumented immigrant from Chicago faster than you can say deep dish pizza. The operation kicked off with a dramatic announcement from Trump himself, who, standing at the Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower because, let's face it, Sears was more American, declared, "We're going to make Chicago great again by removing all the illegals who've turned it into a sanctuary for." Well, for people who aren't from here. The plan involves ICE agents, now sporting Make Chicago Safe Again baseball caps, rounding up suspects with the subtlety of a bull in a china shop. They've been seen using Bean, Cloud Gate, as a giant magnet to attract undocumented immigrants, claiming it's the most American thing they could think of. Local residents were both baffled and amused. One Chicagoan remarked, "I thought they were here for the Lollapalooza lineup announcement, turns out they're just here to deport my neighbor, Juan, who's been making the best tacos in Pilsen for decades." The operation has not been without its comedic hiccups. In one instance, agents mistakenly rounded up a group of Cubs fans, thinking their love for the team was a cover for their undocumented status. "We saw the W flag and thought it stood for Welcome to the USA illegally," an embarrassed agent explained later. Meanwhile, Mayor Lightfoot, in a rare moment of bipartisan comedy, announced, "If they keep this up, we'll have no one left to serve at our famous hot dog stands. But hey, at least we'll have plenty of room for more NASCAR races." The Trump administration claimed that this would finally solve Chicago's crime problem, ignoring the fact that crime rates were actually influenced by a myriad of socioeconomic factors rather than immigration status. "Once we remove these criminals, Chicago will be as safe as it was back in. Well, whenever it was safe," said a hopeful administration official. In response, local activists have started Operation Hide and Seek, where they've begun teaching undocumented residents how to blend in by wearing Bears jerseys and mastering the art of complaining about the Cubs bullpen. "If you can do those two things, you're as American as apple pie," one activist quipped. As the satire unfolds, one can't help but wonder if Trump's next move will involve building a wall around Lake Michigan to keep out the Canadian invaders, or perhaps turning the Magnificent Mile into a literal runway for deporting folks back to their countries, because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that in Trump's America, the only thing more unpredictable than the weather in Chicago is policy.